right, still with Artisan Cutlery. Looking at some other models here.
Yep. All right, so we have a new design. We actually released this one, or we got the prototype out at Blade West, but this is the Ahab designed by Niche Designs, or Nick Rogers. He's a relatively new designer, but he's got some excellent stuff on the market right now. He's done a few protos that have made circulation, but this is one of his first production models. This is a super thin knife. The inside almost looks like a boned out fish. It's been completely skeletonized. Micarta scales, we have wood scales, we have G10. We're still kind of working on the final finishing of this one, but most of all, the action on this thing is crazy because these huge studs pops crazy fast. It's really thin. The edge is so just super thin.
Yeah, I love that.
And and the clip, tie back spacer, just a little extra detailing on this thing, but it's so nice in hand, and it's a wide knife. It's got a great feel to it, and it's got tons of cutting power.
That is crazy
yeah,
light.
It's super light. The thing is so skeletonized.
Oh yeah, that has got some great windows too.
Yeah. Hey, check out the wood one.
Yeah,
that one's got some class to it.
It's got some class to it. So
But
I like seeing that kind of, a variety there. You got micarta, you got G10, and you got wood.
It's just such an out there design, and it's something that's very striking with that harpoon point. So we had a lot of people going for this one at Blade West. It was just a real hit, but we have a few final things to change on it before it goes out into production. Should hopefully be coming out later this year, if not very soon.
It's very slicey.
Yeah, it's super slicey.
It's very thin on the edge, which I love.
So we'll put those off to the side here. Do you want to talk about yours? All right, so this one we actually had out a while ago, but we still have the protos. We're still working on the final version of it. This is the Hystrix, designed by Dylan Mallory. This is,
I know him.
Yeah, I know, right? Right here. It is a very, we'll say, it's a ventilator.
Yeah.
It definitely has some
Pokey quality.
yeah, some tactical application to it.
Yeah.
Got a little door knocker right here.
Yeah.
Very pointy blade with a sledge on it. Also grips surprisingly well in a forehand grip. Nice little Kydex sheath. Probably going to come with a little side clip on it to mount so you can just draw straight from the hip.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Very tactical, very slick, very stabby. But this is one of our first true tactical designs.
Yeah.
But really slick looking, and hopefully we can do this.
I love the finger hold
Here.
for like the pyramid style.
Let's let you play with that guy.
Since we were talking about it earlier, I put soft loops on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you just draw straight from the belt, keeps it low profile, hides
It's
it.
very thin, so it'll conceal easily. You got a nice sized blade, some good reach on it.
Yep.
Yeah. You can't really do the reverse grips and holding the camera.
Yeah, it makes it a little hard, doesn't it?
It like a little awkward. But
Put that to the side. All right, let's move on down the line. We have a couple designs by Joe Flowers. Good old Joe.
yeah.
Dude is a maniac, but man, does he make some cool knives. Let's get in there.
Well known in the bushcraft community.
Oh man, he is. Dude so I got a story on these ones. So, this is the Hyperlight. This one got a ton of attention at Blade West, and we specifically asked Joe to make us a knife that had a 4-inch blade that was under 3 ounces. Kind of a bit of a tough one.
Challenge.
Yeah, bit of a tough one by any standards. But the thing about this one is because Joe normally works with companies like Tops and Condor and companies that hand make the knives, hand grind, what we're able to do that they can't is we use CNC. We have machines to do things. So we cut out as much stuff on this knife as we could. There's a big old fuller here. This version is the true version that is under 3 ounces. This is 2.98 ounces. It is as light as possible. Got a bottle opener, got some wrenches, got a little camp stove adjuster there because it makes it look like a baby machete. This is the lightest version possible with no scales. Now,
I mean, popular with the backpacker community.
pretty much that's exactly it. It's the Hyperlight community, which is why it's called the Hyperlight. This one comes in at a whopping 3.25 ounces. So not exactly heavy,
With scales.
but the scales on this one feel incredible. And the way that fits in hand, it's super comfortable. We're gonna bring this choil back a little bit in the final production version. It fits good enough, but it's, some people with bigger fingers had a little slide up on this one.
Yeah.
And Joe, being the kind of guy he is used to having a very solid grip on his knives because that's his, preferred tool of everything he does. But with this one, with the micarta, just get that one in hand. It feels incredible, and it's small, but not too small.
No, it's a really good size actually.
And it's light.
Yeah, it's super light. I think it'd make a good EDC knife at the same time because it's light and thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it came in as a bushcrafting knife, and we have had
I love that
people
blade.
saying
That forward looks sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
we have people saying this is clearly a tactical. This is clearly an EDC. This is a clear bushcraft. Like everyone says, it's like it's this, it's that, but at the end of the day, it's a good general user.
Yeah, it's overall good.
And it's fantastic looking. So especially with the red, I love the burgundy. Or this is a red coral mic card on this one. Hey, Doug. So loving that one. And then one of the last designs that we're doing that we actually have not fully gotten into production yet. We still got to do a little bit of adjustment on this one, but this is the other design from Joe Flowers. This is the Wreck Heart. It's a cap heart with a bit more tactile flair to it.
Yeah, I like that.
It's almost got a coffin style Bowie handle. I love the little coffin shape on the end there. This big kind of, normally cap hearts have that straight angle. Kind of cut that one in a little bit. Big old fuller there. And this is such a fantastic feeling knife in hand. Just grab it.
I played with it earlier, and I agree. I was immediately drawn to this one because I just love the scales. Like it was just different.
The black and red mic card,
Yeah,
this is
really nice. This is super comfortable in the handles. Like,
So we're actually looking to find a different steel for this one. And we've had a lot of people saying, oh, 3V, but Joe doesn't like 3V because it's hard to field sharpen 3V. And this is meant to be an outdoor knife. This is meant to be a bushcrafting knife for just about everything with a bit more sliciness to it because of that, because it has the cutout at the top, it's got the fuller. It's a fairly thin stock. It's not really like a beater, it is a user. So we're doing some final adjustments on it. We're going to take a little weight out of the handle, do a little drilling on the inside.
I'm surprised he didn't want a 90-degree spine on it.
We were thinking that too, but he just likes the look of this mostly. We might end up doing a 90-degree spine on it just to make sure that it has that, that fire seal application.
Yeah.
But more than anything, this is just a real slick looking knife, and it just feels so good in the hand.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Like this could be a tactical, this could be a bushcraft, this could be just about anything, but at the end of the day, it is a simple knife done really well.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, we're really happy with this, and those are the designs we have coming from Joe Flowers with one more potentially on the way. Here's hoping. So yeah, that is the current fixed blade lineup, and then we have some more CRJBs over here.
Yeah, let's
Excellent.
Keep it rolling.
So let's go. We only have we have two prototypes and one released model. So this is the one that everyone's been waiting for. We finally got these out. We actually had planned to get these out in November, but we got so many orders and so many pre-orders we had to kind of push it back. This is the More Mylea, designed by Miss Swags, who just got over to the booth. This is
Come over here.
yeah. Swags. There she comes. Got someone looking at the More Mylea.
There's the designer. There's Swags.
That's me.
Yeah, you want to talk about the More Mylea?
Sure. What would you like me to say?
Tell me about your design.
Okay, so we started actually with these, well, if I'm not going to get caught, the smaller version. So this one's the original one. And I designed and named this knife actually after my best friend. She passed away about 2 years ago. And it was small and just kind of an all-around use. So I went with the cleaver blade because I just like those kinds of things. I decided to put like this wedging up top so it had like piercing action. So it kind of is like chopping and piercing, not just like one thing. Something small and compact because I have tiny little hands. And for most people, it's like a 3-finger grip. I actually get 4. I have tiny hands. Put yours on mine.
What's that?
Put your hand on mine.
That would be awkward. I'd be like, we'll do that later.
But we went from this one, and then we got this one at Blade Show West, and then I was like, everyone wanted a larger one because y'all have a bit bigger hands.
Yes.
So that's what we did. We just made it a little bit bigger so that way everybody else can kind of get the same enjoyment as the little one that every kind of girls do. Yeah.
What's the model? What's this called again?
The More Mylea.
That's right. Yeah, that's a bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get a 4-finger grip. I don't have huge hands either. I wear like a medium-sized glove. You do have a choil. You can choke up a little here. It's more for sharpening, I would imagine. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sharpening.
You could, but I would probably stick it down here just for safety. But yeah, that's good in hand. This is RPM 9.
Yep, that is RPM 9. It's a nice,
Carrying
comfortable,
clamp.
round shape.
We
Fits
also
nice
have
in
the
pocket.
little lanyard hole right here. So if you wanted to put that on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I actually personally don't use lanyards
I don't
because I I don't put it on my pocket
The
anyway.
lanyard mafia is a very serious thing, and
It is.
they
They
just
want it.
like, oh, we need our lanyard hole. We won't buy a knife without
But
a
you have
lanyard
the
hole.
other side that don't use them and don't like that hole in the
Yeah,
handle.
exactly.
So that's a great way to do it.
Yeah, that way
There's
you
no
can kind of
way.
have it and like not have to worry about it just like being there. Because I think like some have like the holes like literally right here, and I'm like, I just don't like that. I feel like it's just gonna catch weird things in there in your pocket.
There's absolutely no winning, but you know what? We've got that workaround by having the lanyard post inside the knife. You just string it up, stays out of the way, it doesn't see it. If you don't want it, it doesn't need to be
It's the
there.
best way to do it.
It is the
Because it
best.
doesn't interfere with the design.
By
either.
far.
Like sometimes you see this nice, have this nice like handle, and you're like, there's this giant hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
It takes away from the design language for me,
Yeah.
and I won't ever use it. So
Exactly, it's
like,
like-
every Spyderco has one. I'm like,
This is a tactile thing that I don't want there. I don't want to sit there and see it, an item that I don't want to, like, I don't want another knife. It doesn't serve a purpose. I want it to go away.
that is cute. That's a cute little knife.
It
Isn't
fits
it
very nice.
adorable?
Yeah,
It's
that's
a great
definitely.
fit
I
pocket
can
knife.
barely get three fingers on that.
It's a lot of little girls' first knives. Whenever we were at Blade Show West, there was like 3 little girls that came up with their dads, and they're like, I want this one. And I'm sorry, but like they weren't gonna say no.
But think of this. Here's the thing that I like to bring up with that knife is that there are very few knives in that size category that compete as a functional tool.
Yeah.
You have a handful that I will not name that everyone knows, and a bunch of cheap knives that are just small uses. Then you have traditionals.
Yeah.
This fills a category that has desperately needed filling for many years.
Yeah.
And for the guys doing the fifth pocket carry, because now fifth pocket knives are suddenly a thing. I'm like that. I originally thought that was like some old traditional thing. No, it's a recent term. Like,
I love that men get all 5 pockets, and like I have none.
yeah, you have to carry a knife that size.
I don't know why they don't make men's pants with pockets and then run.
Do you want to know why? So that way we carry purses.
There you go.
No, I mean I'm thinking about. I thought about it, and like I saw it on YouTube as well. But I'm pretty sure that's why. So that way they promote the sale of purses, and I'm like, that's not fair. But there is one thing about these two that are different. I love this clip, but I chose this one so that way I could put it on like my belt loops and stuff easy because I always have, well not always, but I normally have belt loops, but I never really have pockets.
There you go.
So that way you kind of carry it a little different.
Awesome. You filling in?
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Swags. It's great to meet you too.
Nice to meet you too.
Say hi to you too.
Hi, you too. Haven't seen you all in a bit.
Everyone knows you though. Everyone knows you. Bro, what else we got that's coming soon?
Forgot the name. Russell told me the name of this one and I forgot it, and I feel horrible. I think it's the Russet.
It's all good. I can edit.
It's typed like a dog. Anyway, I'm sorry. So that's Dirk Pinkerton's new design.
You say Pinkerton?
Yeah.
Looks like a Pinkerton.
Yeah.
I could have seen that a mile away and said, I bet I knew who designed that knife.
I
How's
abs-
that one clip blade,
I
man?
absolutely love it. And so this is the first time we're doing a 4 placement pocket clip, interchangeable. So you can do, of course, you can do tip down, both
Oh, it's
sides,
four-way.
and yep, 4-way.
Yeah, you can see that a lot.
And Russell likes to carry his like back pocket tip down.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's very safe that way. Obviously, you're not going to cut yourself.
Yeah.
So it's pretty sweet. Yeah, I believe that's a 3-inch blade.
Yeah, looks like it.
So yeah, very cool.
You got good handle size though. I can get a 4-finger grip on there. Now, if you have probably like a larger glove or something like that, you might not. But yeah, so it's a little bit on the smaller side, but good EDC size. The worn clips are super nice for EDC. Like especially if you're like cutting in a lot of cardboard and stuff. I love a worn clip blade for that. We got a big boy here.
And we do have a big boy. I have no idea what this is. I don't know this name either.
All right, a couple new models in CRJB.
All right, you guys.
Take 14.
Take 14. I keep forgetting the name.
Ruffian.
Ruffian. Oh my God. Okay. So the Ruffian. This is a new Dirk Pinkerton design. It's a 3-inch blade, and it's a very neutral handle. So very awesome. It's super thin as well, and we have a 4-position pocket clip as well.
Yeah, you don't see that very much. I think Spyderco is one of the only that I can think of. They don't do them on other models yet.
Yeah, this is the first time we're doing it, so it's pretty sweet. Yeah, it gives you a bunch of options to carry it.
Sweet little budget EDC knife.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We got a big boy here. What's this?
We got a big boy. This one's called the Caldera.
Caldera. Nice. Hey, like Call of Duty?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking when I heard it. I was like, Call of Duty?
Yeah.
So, yes, this is a big boy. It's got a nice choil, but I have very small hands, so I think we need to make this a little bigger, just to be safe. But other than that, it's a very nice knife. I really dig this a lot. This is an in-house design, but definitely a sweet one if you want to handle that.
Yeah, that's a big boy. Let's check this out.
Definitely a big boy.
Well, actually, it's not as big as I thought it was. Like looking down from the camera and then going in hand, it's not as big. I mean, it's good size. You can see I got a full grip and I have a lot to spare, but
Yeah,
it's not like massively huge.
Yeah, it's not as beefy as some of the other ones, but it's definitely got a lot of blade.
So you got multiple deployment methods, which is always good. Is this going to be an RPM 9 probably?
Probably RPM 9, yep.
It's good looking.
And I love
That's
these.
cool. I like the black and red a lot.
Yeah, I love the inlays. The blue red's throwing me off, but that's definitely nice.
Black and red is sick. It's like got a Darth Vader-esque, kind of look to it.
Exactly.
That's pretty tight. I like that. Right on. So those are the new models coming from CRJB this year, guys. So we did Artisan, we did CRJB. Thanks a lot, Dylan, for your time, buddy. Appreciate it.